little abalone shell button eyes, and then even the buttons have cute little cats. How stinking adorable is that? Hi Sequels friends, welcome back to my channel. It is so wonderful to have you here today for part 2 of this big old Goodwill Bins haul. As you could see, I filmed this on the same day, so the power washing is continuing. So if you hear any noises in the background or see some interesting things through my window, that is because we were power washing the house. If you didn't see part 1 of this video, I divided this into 2 videos because I got a lot of things at the bins this trip, and part 1 were more of the springtime, summertime things. So if you didn't see that, I will link it above and below if you want to check that out first. I did spend $65 and got this many items, and at the end of the video I will share with you what the totals are. Let's get right into it. As I did last time, I have a few things pulled to the side right here, so let me show you those first. First up, we have this Pepsi jacket. My partner picked this up because he has been really into the uniform things to see if they sell, but unfortunately it has some marks right here on the sleeve and another one on the other side, so I'm not sure how much money I'm going to get for it, but I'll show you guys at the bottom of the screen. But it is on the wear guard tag, and even if it's not for uniform, it'd be kind of cool for like a grunge vibe. This, I absolutely adore this blazer. It is wool. It has the woven buttons, which I love, front pockets, and it is actually Jordache in a size 38R regular. How great does that look? This would be such a lovely jacket for men or for women. I'll style it both ways on this. I'll probably style it on the hanger for men's and then show it on the mannequin for women's with the sleeves rolled up. It is vintage 80s London fog, made in Korea. You can see with the zip here, it has the thermo liner in it that's removable. It is in excellent condition. Yes, it has the belt. There was a small discoloration right there and right there on the belt that I couldn't get out. I believe, if I remember correctly, it is a 42 short, which was equivalent to what? I think a 16, 18 in women's. I'm really hoping that the trench thing is as popular as it was last year, although trenches are pretty classic. So I was really excited to have found this at Bins prices. It is Polo Ralph Lauren. It is vintage, and it is, you could see, does it say there? Oh, right here, 12 to 14. I think it's a kids 12 to 14, but it would also fit women's, and I did put the women's size in the listing as well. But it is with very cool cable knit navy sleeveless v-neck sweater vest. Now I picked these up because they are vintage, and they are, I don't see it on the label, I'll show you on the back. They are vintage Calvin Klein, back when Calvin Klein was the shit. They are in a very wearable size 34, and they are 100% cotton. These are all sorts of 90s vibes. You got the darker beige straight leg with the pleats, back pockets with that very noticeable Calvin Klein hit. Again, these are great for nostalgia, vintage vibes. They are also great for preppy and academia looks. Oh my gosh, you guys, when I found this, I couldn't resist. I could not resist. It is a size small, and I'm trying to be a little bit better about not picking up so many size smalls, but because of how unique this is, I had to get it. It is Timber Lee, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. You can see it's Ramie and cotton, so you know it's gonna be 90s, all sorts of goodness. And look at that, you guys, it is cats. You have a bold color block, orange and pink, and then you have all cat details on the sleeves. You have a cat detail on the back. And then look at these cats up close. They have their embroidered whiskers, their little abalone shell button eyes, and then even the buttons have cute little cats. How stinking adorable is that? Nothing spectacular, but I thought it would be a quick flip, especially at Bins pricing. It is just apartment 9. It is a size extra large, and it is, there you go. It is 100% cashmere, and it is in that very wearable red. And I saw some people had this tagged men's. I didn't even know apartment 9 sold men's. It shows you how much I know. But I just left it in the women's category because I thought with the bold red, it would sell better there. Super duper, just cozy, soft. Okay, Sequels friends, so it is a bit later. I went to edit that video and I noticed, which you've probably noticed, the last couple of pieces. I'm blurred, but the item is in focus, and the further I get back, the more out of focus it gets. So rather than have you endure that the rest of the video, I'm gonna quickly go through some of the clothing on my clothing rack to show you the rest of the pieces, so that you don't have to sit through that. I apologize for that. Yeah, I don't know. I just never clicked back to make sure it was focused. So, all right, we got some light on here, so hopefully we can see things pretty well. I have not been picking up scarves as much as I had been in the past because they've just really slowed down for me. So I'm picking up only things that have sold recently or are winter related, hoping that that business is going to pick back up for fall winter, but to be honest with you, we'll see. So these two things I picked up with that in mind. I had recently sold a pashmina, silk pashmina blend in pink, this same long rectangle wrap scarf. And since the pink had sold recently, I went ahead and picked up this one in green. And I absolutely adore this wrap. How pretty is that? To me, this is just classic. I love to wear this kind of thing during fall, winter, and to be honest with you, if nobody buys it, I probably will wear it all fall and winter. I called it a houndstooth, but it's more like a geometric print. It does have a bit of a raw hem across the edge, and then also it has the fringe all down the border, and this is so much fun because you can just wrap it all up and stay nice and toasty in fall and winter. This piece I'm really excited to share with you guys because it is Pendleton. I'll go ahead and stick a picture of the label in there so that you can see it up close. And that little paper tag on the side is what shows me and helped me to distinguish that it is actually a 1970s Pendleton. And what's so interesting is I've picked up so many Pendleton wool skirts. They sell very well, especially in fall and winter. And they are all usually midi length, but this one is actually maxi length. And instead of being pleated, this one's just gathered at the top. It does have pockets and it has a button closure. I am so in love with that polo vest that I showed you, the Chico's white blouse that I showed you, and some Kate Spade ballet flats that you guys may remember from a thread up unboxing. Check out that picture insert here. It is just stinking adorable, all sorts of academia vibes. Next up, I picked up on Silhouette Alone. It is just cable and gauge, and it is in a size large. And I just thought that silhouette is giving, again, goth, whimsy, goth vibes. Long sleeve, knit. It does have the smock detail on the sleeve, so you have an elastic cuff, the smock detail here, and a really cute ruffle neckline. And then it also has the keyhole button back. I just really love that. I don't know, like a baby doll shape of it. This is Lucky Brand. I find that Lucky Brand doesn't sell for much anymore, but it will move fairly quickly if it has more boho vibes. And I thought this was a nice boho vibe, especially going into fall, winter. It is a textured, like a thermal texture, if you could see that there. All this beautiful embroidery at the collar and the button placket. It also has some button detail at the cuff along with some more embroidery. Embroidery follows around to the back. My partner found, as I had mentioned earlier, he's looking at a lot of uniform and military clothing, and this was a cool pick. I like it just based on silhouette alone. Kind of a nice fitted with the button placket, the two pockets. This is 100% wool, and if you can see here, it is a liner for a military cold winter coat. It can also be worn as a field coat on its own, and it does have some lining in it. It's not as rough of a wool as you might anticipate, and then you have the elastic at the collar and the cuff. Here's a back detail for you. And the pricing on this is all over the place, so you'll see that below. This I picked up because I absolutely adore it, and I thought it would be worth more, but I gotta tell you guys, this is not worth that much money at all, which you'll see shortly. But how stinking cute. Fur collar, and the body of it is a creamy, it looks like a suede Sherpa. It does have pocket details, one button closure. It's a really pretty silhouette. I could see this being worn a lot in fall and winter. Even winter around the office would be great, and I absolutely love that fur collar. But as you can see below, it's not really worth a lot of money. And I don't think I told you, but this is Upcountry by Dumont, and it is in a size small. Moving on over to some men's items. This is another military piece that my partner picked up. It is an Air Force windbreaker, zip front, long sleeve. It does have zipper closure pockets. Again, this one isn't really worth a lot. It's hitting though the uniform and the military hits. So at Bins prices, we are willing to try more things. And, you know, at Bins prices, since some have actually been selling, it'll sell through, but it's not like a, oh my gosh, this amazing piece worth so much money. Super excited to have found this. This is why you should shop vintage if you are not currently a vintage shopper. And that is for quality pieces like this. This is LL Bean, made in America, 100% cotton, and in a very saleable XXL. This is when clothes were made of quality. This is in the 90s. I love that it's 100% cotton. It does have a bit of wear on that cotton, if you could see it there, because it is 100% cotton. Not really pilled, but this has a little wear on it. It does have the chest pocket, red, green detail in the plaid. Perfect for lumberjack, tag, gorpcore tag, grunge tag. I mean, you're covering all the bases here. I could even see somebody who's doing like holiday pictures pick this up. So just a great overall piece. Keeping with those same vibes when it comes to just quality and quality vintage. And you know, vintage doesn't have to look like a certain era. It can look like classic pieces just made well. And this is another one of those. This is Lands' End. As you can see, 100% cotton, made in America, men's large. The color is a bit more like what you see here, kind of a buttery yellow, ribbed crew neck, bit of a banded bottom, banding at the cuffs, just very wearable raglan sleeve, classic sweater. Preppy tags would work for this, as well as academia. And here's another just all around classic pullover jumper sweater, beige and cream, kind of like a marled or a heathered knit rib. You have the 5-button placket for the pullover, and this is classic, again, 90s, again, quality. We're talking 100% cotton here. Eddie Bauer, and it is in a men's medium. Again, Gorp core would work well here. Totally academia as well. I could see this paired in winter with a blazer and look fabulous. Before we get into the numbers, I want to share with you real quick 2 items that have sold, and both of these items sold very quickly upon listing. This Mason & Bell sleeveless floral top, super cute, and I'm not sure if you could tell from the pictures, but in addition to the lace back, there is matching embroidery all around the collar. Next up are these Anthropologie brand. They are low rise, they are flare, and they are corduroy. All sorts of Y2K vibes. And these sold for full asking price of $29. And the last piece that is already sold is giving all sorts of cottagecore, garden, farmhouse vibes with this maxi length t-shirt dress, tie back, pockets, and the little gardening can. Sold just within days of listing for $21. Now that you guys have seen part 1, the spring and summer items from this Goodwill Bins haul, and now this part 2, fall and winter items, let's remind you of the total cost. I spent $65 and I ended up with 38 saleable items. Now my gross projections are coming in at $748 to $1,122. Yes, amazing on a $65 investment. But remember, those are gross projections. They do not account for platform fees, cost of goods, and any other shipping discounts or the like. So once we account for those, mine usually come in, I usually make about 63% of gross. So that means I have the potential to net $470 to $706. You guys, I cannot wait to do an update recap on this haul because this was definitely a profitable one. So that is the Goodwill Bins haul part 2. So you got to see the spring stuff, spring, summer, and the winter, fall. What was your guys' favorite item in this haul? I gotta say, wool 70s Pendleton cannot be beat. Maybe the London Fog coat, because I have not found one in such pristine condition, even with that small mark on the belt. But let me know what your favorite item is in the comment section below. Max is ready for me to finish up this video, so let's finish it up. Thank you guys so much for watching, for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so, consider tapping on my head down there and hitting that subscribe button. Or if you want to see some more hauls, I have a whole playlist. You can check it out while you are doing your listing, from Goodwill Bins hauls to thrift store hauls. It is all there, so check it out.